Hey beautiful people, you're welcome. My name is Melan and I'm here to share with you some of the things that I did to solve the issue of miscarriages at our farm. So to just give you some background story which may help you, I stocked some goats months ago. I got them from very far away and we traveled for like 24 hours to get them here. So that was a really long distance, which means that they got super stressed. So like 1 week after they had reached here, they started having miscarriages. Mind you, I had no idea that some of them were pregnant. So after they got miscarriages, I consulted the person who sold them to me because he is a vet, and he told me that the issue must have been that long distance. So they were trying to settle in with all the stress and whatever. That is why they were having miscarriages. But these were like 12 to 15 goats which miscarried. That was alarming. I had to call a vet who carried out blood samples, and he took them, they checked them, but they didn't find them sick. Like they had no issues, so we had nothing else to do. But someone told us to give them pen and strip 5 meals every week, but still the problem did not go away. So all the goats which were pregnant at that time, I mean I'm talking about the ones that I brought in, all of them miscarried. But I want you to note that the goats which were here, my goats that were not brought in from outside, they had never had that problem before. So these goats were the only ones having that issue of miscarriages. So then my other goats gave birth as usual. Then now it was the second time for kidding for these goats that I got from outside. They were pregnant, then they also started having miscarriages. So now my other goats, there were some of my other goats which were also pregnant, they also started miscarrying. Remember, they had never had that issue before, so they also started miscarrying, and I was so worried that maybe this was an infectious disease. So now what we did, we called in a vet again. They took their blood and fecal samples, they checked them, and they found I'm going to show to show it to you. They told us that they had worms, so we had to do some deworming. But I had a feeling that that was not causing the miscarriages. It was something bigger. So we did everything that we had to do. We dewormed the animals. We used the right dewormers. Then we were feeding them well. We were doing almost everything, but the issue was not going away. You wake up in the morning, you find when they had miscarried. It was so frustrating. So I called very many fellow farmers who advised me on what to do. They told me to cut some shrubs down that maybe the animals were eating them. I cut them down. They told me to change on their diet. I did that. I did whatever they told me to do, but the issue was not going. So then I also called several vets. Then there is this particular one that I called, and he advised me to give them pen and strip. But this time, this one told me to give them 5 meals, but to make it a dose for 3. That was he told me to give them pen and strip 5 meals for 3 days, and I did just that. And you guys, I want to assure you that after I gave them that dose, I haven't had any miscarriages at the farm. So it surely worked for my goats. It may not work for other people, but it has worked for me. And before, remember that the other vet had told me to give them pen and strip, but he told me to give every week, like 5 meals, and that's it. And then you wait for a week and then you give them again. But this one told me to give them for 3 days, and that's what I did, and my goats stopped miscarrying. Now we have kids here and we are waiting for more to come. So it saved me. Maybe it could also save yours. So please, if you're having this issue, go and give them pen and strip. You never know, it may work. Good luck.